So let's start with Kirk Cousins. And I promise we'll get to the math here. Against Seattle, they're giving up the fewest fantasy points to quarterbacks in their last 8 games. Kimmy, sweat or no sweat?
Ooh, I'm going to go Slim Shady on this one. Knees weak, palms are sweaty, mom's spaghetti. I'm a little bit nervous about this one because Kirk Cousins has actually been pretty consistent the last few weeks, back-to-back weeks with 22-plus fantasy points. We understand he can spread the ball. That was Adam Thielen getting some involvement, Justin Jefferson, KJ Osborne all getting into the end zone last week. But like you said, the Seahawks have not allowed a top 12 fantasy quarterback in 7 straight games. Not a single quarterback with over 20 fantasy points. So I think this is going to be much more of a Dalvin Cook type of game where they run the ball instead of passing it. So a little bit worried about Kirk Cousins.
Up next, Cynthia, Tom Brady will be an out route from us Sunday night to face the Rams. They're giving up the second fewest fantasy points to quarterbacks in the last 8 games. I said the number right. Sweat or no sweat?
You did a wonderful job with the math, and I'm going to tell you, no sweat at all. Just like the math in this segment, no worried about it. Not a problem, no perspiration here. When it comes to Tom Brady, they will scheme to get him open. He's not going to rush for many yards, if any, right? But he is going to find probably Rob Gronkowski, probably a bunch of other, but probably Mike Evans several times. This is going to be a very high-scoring game. Both defenses do have some vulnerabilities that each quarterback will exploit.
I will take Aaron Rodgers in San Francisco for Sunday Night Football, a little revenge game, the lifelong Niners fan with a chance to go up against the team that did not draft him. They give up the 5th fewest fantasy points to quarterbacks, and I am not sweating in this particular matchup, and I will tell you why. Because we go off the data that we have, and we have those last 8 games, but this is not that defense anymore. They allowed the 6th most fantasy points to quarterbacks this season, 25.4 points per game, 20-plus fantasy points to both Jared Goff and Jalen Hurts. And as Adam Rank told you, Aaron Rodgers is good. He's maybe not as angry as he was a couple of days ago, but he would still like to beat the team that he lost to in the NFC Championship game a couple of years ago. Let's get to sweat or no sweat. Devin Singletary against the football team, Kimmy. Oh, excuse me, David Montgomery going up against the Browns, right?
That's okay. I'm going to say no sweat here against the Cleveland Browns. Even though they've been very good against running backs recently, David Montgomery himself has been really good. He's had at least 18 fantasy points in 7 out of his last 8. And anytime you couch something like that, that means that streak had been stopped last week against the Cincinnati Bengals. And that's fine. I think that there's a pretty good opportunity. He's catching the ball out of the backfield. There's still some questions about who's going to be the starting quarterback for the Chicago Bears. If it's Justin Fields, then I think it's an absolute lock that David Montgomery gets 20 points this week.
Sweat-free there. Now we can talk Devin Singletary, Kimmy. Against that football team, sweat or no sweat?
Yeah, this is a tough matchup, but for some reason I'm not quite sweating it because look, you guys, wait, he got into the end zone. Devin Singletary scored a rushing touchdown. He always said he sneezed before because he was allergic and he always stopped at the 1-yard line. It never happened, but he did it, and I hopefully think he can do it again. Josh Allen, understanding he can also rush the ball. Zach Moss is there as well, but Devin Singletary played 66% of the snaps last week. They're going to need him on the football field. Josh Allen can't just throw the ball all the time. They're going to have to do some work on the ground, so not too worried about this matchup.
Good for Devin Singletary getting in the end zone. Up next, Cynthia, Justin Jefferson against the Seahawks, who are giving up the fewest fantasy points to wideouts over their last 8 games. Sweat or no sweat?
Well, I'm a little sweaty, but I'm going to deal with it. I'm going to ride with Justin Jefferson. I understand Adam Thielen was kind of the receiver du jour last week. However, they're going to have to get Jefferson more involved in the red area. He kind of finds that separation, not necessarily on that catch because there was no one near him, but he finds the separation and makes the most of it, especially in the red area, and they will find that connection again versus the Seahawks, who aren't as pass heavy, as pass protection heavy, not as good in pass pro necessarily as rushing the passer. That's English. I can speak it.
We got words. We got numbers, too. Rank last up, Marvin Jones Jr. giving up the 3rd fantasy points against wide receivers. Are the Cardinals sweat or no sweat?
I'm going to go no sweat because I just expect Marvin Jones to be the most targeted receiver for the Jacksonville Jaguars. I know they tried in week 1 to get the ball to DJ Chark. He had 12 targets, and then they auto-corrected this week. Let's stop doing that because Marvin Jones is the best receiver on this team. I know they'll try to get the ball also to Laviska Shenault, but to me, Marvin Jones, this is something that we said in the preseason, he's the player that you want. He's going to end up being the most targeted guy in that offense.